Hi, you're welcome to Wellness Parlor, and I'm Dr. Michaels, your host on this show. We still have Mrs. Ronke Bello on the show, a health educator, a midwife, and a pediatric nurse. 3 in 1. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you very much.
Is this personal question? How do you parent a girl child? And how do you combine that with sex education? How do you talk to your child about sex in a way that it will not end up pushing the child into experimenting sex?
Thank you very much. Parenting a girl child is interesting, I'll say.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is interesting. You give an age-appropriate education to the child. I would rather say sex education should be for both sexes, the girl and the boy. Attention is actually on the girl, but the boy also needs to value themselves right from the onset. So we give appropriate education to them depending on their age. Use the language they can understand. Don't tell lies about sexuality. Let them voice out. Let them tell you what they have heard. Then you give them appropriate information. And why sex education is so important is that if you don't inform them early, give them appropriate information, someone else will do, and we probably give a wrong information and distort their reasoning. So we need to talk to them as early as possible in a way that they understand. For the girl child, you need to befriend your girl. You need to be her closest friend. You need to let her know that she's free to tell you all that she's heard outside. Be a very good listener. Let them voice out. Don't crucify them because they have told you some things. A lot of things goes on in the school. They hear a lot of things. Be their gist partner that they will talk to at any time. Don't shut them down. Don't say, I must not hear you. Say that again. You're like, no. Let them say it out. Then you extract. You correct where you need to correct. You add to the information where you need to add to the information. Now, if you give an age-appropriate information, the child is different from you stimulating the child into practicing sex. When you give age-appropriate information, the girl child or the boy is already informed. So even if someone else is giving a different information, she'll believe you because she's heard it before and she's properly informed. I give you an instance. If you tell your child about the need to keep herself, to value herself, not to see the dignity in her. When people start telling her, or our friends start telling her that if you don't get involved in sex, you are not a big girl. The girl will remember what you have told her earlier. She will remember the importance of virginity. She will remember the importance of her dignity as a lady. And then when such information comes from friends, she is able to put the two by the side and able to make an informed decision. But when such information comes to a heart without any other information to counter what the friends are telling her, she's definitely going to give in to peer influence. Wow. So because you can't follow your child to school, you can't say this is an information technology world. Be their friend, let them tell you, then guide them appropriately. Don't make yourself a monster in court.
Slap your child.
Yes, and the child is not ready to talk to you. I give you another instance. Was involved in a gist with 2 girls, aged 7 and 5. And they were talking about, I was there, they were actually my girls, and they were talking about, no, jail the boy. I was scared. Apparently they were acting between themselves. I said, the other one was arguing that why should
education. So tell me, as your parents ever involved you in education about sex, telling you what sex is and what it entails?
Yeah.
So what was your reaction?
I think, to me, it's actually the basic things for a parent to teach the children about sex. Because, okay, let's take an instance now. You watch a movie on the TV and they are showing it. Sometimes they'll just be like, yeah, vegetations and other TV before. So they'll just tell us, anytime they ask us to switch, yeah, this thing is not good to ask for your age.
So at what age did your parents start telling you about sex?
At the age of 12, yeah.
At age 12. Was it your mom or your dad?
My mom, yeah.
So what was it like? What was your reaction when you started learning about sex?
Actually, I was surprised that my mom could tell me, let me know the basic things about sex. But later, after on, I actually realized it was actually the basic thing she was expected to do. Because her exposing me to sex education at that age really made me know that there are some things I don't really need. I don't need to get myself engaged in sex now because it's not necessary. It's not meant for me.
Okay.
Yeah, but then exactly, I actually felt nice, and so when I see my friends doing things related to sex, I just feel like, guy, you don't need what you are doing now. It's not meant for. It's meant for elderly people. But then when I get to the stage, I know I will do it. But presently, when I'm married, you understand. But presently, I don't need it. It's not meant for me.
So at what age would you advise that parents should start teaching their children on sex?
Let's say at the teenage age, like around,
Which age? Like 13?
yes, 13 upward.
13. So what about you? At what age?
puberty stage.
Puberty stage.
Yeah.
So big football.
It differs. I believe 10. 10 is actually okay.
At age 10. All right. Thank you for joining us. It was good having you. Yes.
Guys, what do you think about girls in school and wearing trust in makeup, or when there's a phone call, mommy at the car park, you have cleaning the makeup, you know, that kind of nails like this. If she just hears that her dad is close by, you just see. That's, you know, that there's can pull him very fast, because she feels that, okay, that is this kind of person that says, as a lady, there shouldn't be too much attachments like makeup, your hair itself should do lateral, and then your nails should be left like that. They shouldn't be long. This one, like, this is actually with child, she's university. It's not as if she's at home. I feel like some parents just chill. They need to take a chill pill. Personal example here. My father is this type of person that he will allow you to do what you want to, and you will realize the mistake yourself. Like, for my mother, is not the exact same. When I was writing common entrance into secondary school, because I went to a missionary primary school, my mother was like, go to this missionary secondary school. I must go. My father was like, no. There's this school that I'm going. At the end of the day, I went to that, not the missionary school, I went to the other school. I figured out that, by my own self, I figured out that some things now that people do, they don't shock me again, because I've seen it. I've seen almost everything. So, if you tell me that this of the Lord really care, I'll be swearing that. Okay? Because sometimes parents are always closing their children up. Growing up, I really did not go out like that. Yeah, but I think it was the secondary school that I went to that actually changed the type of person I was. Even the secondary school that I went to said, my mom would drop me off in the morning, that she'll come to pick me in the afternoon. There was one particular time, but I still always found my way to, like, get out of school and try to explore some things, because that was what I wanted to do. I always tell that closing time was 2:50. Out that we have extra class, closing by 4. From 2:50 to 4, I've done whatever I wanted to do. It means that I'm going to buy Indomie, or I'm going to see somebody outside school. I've done what I wanted to do. So, no, when my mom does some stuff that I cannot do this thing, sometimes you cannot do this thing, like, mother, do you know what I've done? If I wanted to be an Ashewa, I've done it a long time ago. So she calm down. But my case was not like that, funny enough. But when I was growing up, I didn't used to go out. I wasn't allowed to go out like that. But when I was about leaving the house to the university, my mom told me, she said, now you've grown old. If you have a boyfriend, let me know. Even though I'd not make that mistake. If you have a boyfriend, let me know. If you want to do this, let me know. If you want to do that, let me know. Do you know that even at some point, my mom told me, don't go out of school, because they said they would do this one, they would do that one. Till 200 level, I'd not leave the school. I'm so sure I did not leave that, because you're very obedient person. I'm not really. My mom felt like I did not know challenge. Well, the week she dropped me, that was when I knew where challenge was. I left school immediately. I actually feel that I have this discussion with a lot of people that are close to me, their parents holding them together, and I personally feel that you need to sit them down, right? Conversation with them. They're your parents, they won't do anything bad. So I've had this conversation, like, mommy, sit down. See, our generation is different from yours. I understand. You know, all the time they feel like, they feel like they need to cage you to protect you. Yeah. They're not doing.
But it depends on the type of parents you are. You may have this type of mother that, mommy, I want to sit down, not even be able to come out from your mouth. What are you sitting down to talk about? What?
For me, I'll be a better parent because I don't understand why I should be scared of talking to my mom. There will be definitely a good time. No matter I respect my dad and I praise that to my mom. I respect my dad a lot. We don't really talk, but there are times where I can sit down with him. I know there will always be a good time to say, and you chip it clean little by little. I told particular lady she likes wearing trousers, but if she's going home, she's always on skirt, you know. And our boyfriend was having issues with it at that point, telling her she's being two-faced. Like, he doesn't mind very scared. So she should stop wearing trousers. But she likes it. So I told her to sit down and tell her, mommy, I will soon go and starve. And by the time I said, I might not come back to this house any longer. So you understand, like, at the end of the day, I don't come back to this house any longer because I can choose to stay wherever I'm serving. So you need to accept it like this. There's no need being two-faced. We're adults. We're growing adults. Once you're 18 in Nigeria, bro, you can do whatever you want to. Even before you're in Nigeria. So that this now, what me I used to get my mom is, mommy, 18. If I do anything now and they arrest me, I'm going to prison. You won't go with me. So please, see, my mom don't understand. Now she understands. Although she used to be that catchy, but my mom now gets it that. And it's my younger brother that is a very big mom, but now he has a fear. But now she's getting it that we can't protect you for life. But the only thing is, let me just keep praying.
Yeah. But my mother, if you tell 18. So, be going.
No matter, I don't think that what you do wrong. Just let's look at it like this. No matter what you do wrong, they are the ones that will still be the ones there to protect you. So let them go on that discipline.
Think of it. There are some mothers that don't have time for their children, and that way the children become something else entirely. Some children have to bring up themselves.
Yeah.
And by then, they made a lot of mistakes.
They bring up themselves and they also help bringing up their mother. Yeah, my mom used to be, sorry, let me do this personal experience. My mom is a career person. Growing up, we don't really see her home. And, you know, when we're in secondary school, when they bring us back home, when the driver drops us, in the fridge, we have food label. She cooks for a long time, then we store it. So if you want, we just boil rice, apart from the younger ones. Then we just take stew. If it's about, you know, we have all that's how my mom, she can be away for 3 weeks in a month and she'll come for 2 days and they are calling, she's going again. So it was not like she really, really had a lot of time. But one thing my mom always do is that one day that she's at home, everything that happened during the week, we'll sit down.
Yes.
You know, that kind of thing. We'll sit down and my mom will ask, she will put in your mouth, like, you know, and growing up now, I've realized that if I kill somebody today, she's the first person I'll call and say, mommy, because of I am. Yeah. So there are, even no matter how busy you are, there should be a way you would.
Yeah, you still try.
So, a lot of parents are very careful. You see girls, a lot of things happening to girls, and they don't want to
talk to their mother.
Yeah. Like I have a sister. She's close to my dad. She doesn't really talk to my mom. She tells my dad everything. So we should have a parent where that you can talk to, because family is going to be everything at the end of the day.
This is to those who know the in-betweens, the halfways, the almosts, the crossing between who we were and all we seek to be. This is to those who know how the ground can become fluid, how the earth can be taken from beneath your feet, how it feels to be flying yet falling, to be alive yet drained of the very essence of it. This is to let you know that it is what it is, a halfway, a transition, and that it will pass as long as you breathe and remember that for where you are now, there was an in-between, and for where you are going, there will even be more so. So this halfway is a passing, and soon you'll see that you are where you have always wanted to be, and you will live, you will love, you will laugh, you will forgive, and you will heal. And maybe, just maybe, the pain doesn't magically turn air and fade away. But one day you will wake up and you will see that you are much lighter than you have ever been, and it will be worth it. So till then, stay. Do not give up. I am rooting for you.
A boy raped a girl. She deserves to go to jail. Now you said A, I also have the same reaction, but I kept it. 7 and 5. So when did they get to hear about it? TV, anything. I said it was an opportunity. If I had scared them, they will not continue with what they are doing. I extracted information. I discovered they had a little about rape. At least at that level, they know that rape is not right. So what I needed to do is to give them more information that they need for that age. Remove the one that is not good, add to the ones that is good. So, but if I had scared them, when they want to act the next time, they get to somewhere when I will not hear them at all. So befriend them, particularly girls. Even during their teenage years, they will do what you don't like. Because naturally, they are just coming up. They want to be independent. But if they are best friend, they will still gist you. They will tell you someone.
The guy.
Yeah, there's this guy. They will tell you. They won't hide their phone from you. Because they know when you read through, you analyze it objectively, the two of you. Why they should not keep this kind of friend. Why they should keep this kind of friend. What is the influence of this friend? But if they are the one that they can't talk to, they hide their phone from you. They won't hear anything from them. They'll pretend to be the same tattoo and be something else outside. Wow. So they need, at that age, they need someone to talk to.
Both boys and girls.
Yes. They need someone to talk to. Usually, naturally, somehow, the girls flew also with their dad, if their dad is readily available. So availability of parents also play a role. Yeah. Wow. When you're not there for them to talk to, don't blame them for not talking to you. No matter how busy you are, create a time to talk to them about sex. As they are going, don't hide. Give them age-appropriate information. Don't tell lies. Don't say a girl looks like a boy. A boy is a boy, a girl is a girl. When they are entering puberty, let them know. At this stage, if you do this is what can result into. This is going to affect your plan. Also, aside sex education, when you build them up to have values in life, their attention is on what is valuable. They are occupied by things that will build them up as an individual. But when they don't have a goal that they are pursuing, anything goes.
Wow.
They have the whole time to do anything. Wow. When they have a vision that you go to a view, oh, I want to be like this, my plan A, my plan B, my plan C. You are both looking at it. It will not affect their social life, but at any stage in life, they remember that the vision we are all pursuing, that will not get there. So that's very important. So whatever you are teaching them as sex education also, the aspect of them having a vision is supporting it. So even when peer influence seems to want to overwhelm, you also remember I have a vision.
Wow.
I have something that I want to achieve. I have a plan A and a plan B. Mom had always said, this will truncate my plan. I think I'll go with my vision.
Wow, you're truly an health educator. Thank you very much, viewers. And thank you very much, Mrs. Ronke Bello, for being on this show. And then the point is, you can't give what you don't have. And then number 2 is speak their language. And then they'll be able to understand.
Give them much time.
All right, till I get to see you guys in the next episode. So, Michael, this is Wellness Parlor. Bye.